always have to convince your bigs not to leave their feet when they're contesting out here beyond the three. Just put a hand up. Don't bite.
Well, I'm Cleveland, and you're going to switch that pick and roll. I'm coming back down and running the same exact action. Let's see if you do it again.
James now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He has done some extraordinary things in his career, but a victory tonight would be his greatest accomplishment in bringing a title back to Cleveland. His team down by 2 with just under 5.5 to play. And he hits all 3 clutch free throws there.
Cavaliers talking about how they're going to defend the pick and roll with Steph Curry, and the message comes they want to switch the pick and roll.
Curry throws it away, and errant pass. 10th turnover for Golden State.
It's a bad play. And
Rasheed Wallace is open. He's going to have to be ready. He made a good play on an extra pass to Pierce, but they made something.
A 9-0 run for the Lakers. Ray Allen. Celtics, somebody needing to step up offensively. On the drive, gets inside. Curry won't move, but he can't finish. And look who comes down with another rebound. His 15th in the game. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Allen all over Bryant. Bryant pulls up. Won't go. Garnett the rebound.
This is what they need, to push in transition.
But you see all 5 Lakers back. Pierce, jump shot, knocks it down. Big bucket for the Celtics. And that cuts it to 4.
But a good play by Rondo, getting floppy action so he has options with Allen coming off one side and Pierce the other. Make the right decision.
Here's his first points here in the 4th quarter. Bryant back in his hands again. Bryant gets to the rim. Blocked for the foul. These finals have been Lakers taking game 1. Celtics coming back and winning a game 2 here at the Staples Center. And then going and winning game 3 and going up 2-1. And then the Boston bench tied it in game 4. Celtics winning back-to-back to take a 3-2 lead as they head back to Los Angeles. And the Lakers with that terrific performance in game 6. And what a turnaround here in game 7. Bryant 1 for 2, 5-point game.
I'm going to tell you what, this is the best I've ever seen the Lakers defend. I mean, on point, switching, rotating, picture perfectly.
Both defenses have been amazing here tonight. Pass inside to Garnett. Garnett throws it down. 3-point game with 3 to play. Celtics and the Lakers for the NBA championship. The Lakers with their 14th and 15th free throw attempts of the period.
And again, when they double Bryant, they've got to jam the lane and make the ball go to Odom or Artest and make them make a range shot. You can't just give up free throws.
Pau Gasol, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block shot. Lakers by 5. Ray Allen trying to find some room. Again, terrific Laker defense. Allen the drive inside to Wallace. Wallace won't go. Gasol rebound knocked away, but picked up by Artest with under 2.5 to play. And a blocking foul call. More free throws for the Lakers. Lakers have outscored the Celtics 20-11 here in the 4th. 4 fouls on Pierce.
It's a poor foul. And again, the Celtics are going to look back and say, we didn't even make them make shots. We just put them at the line the whole 4th quarter.
Half their points coming from the line here in the period. Gasol misses again. 2:20 remaining.
And if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about going small to create some mismatch or more quickness where we can drive the ball, because right now we have no chance of getting off quality shots.
Both teams have multiple timeouts remaining.
He does the right thing, puts the ball in the hands of Paul Pierce. You expect to see a pick and roll where he's going to make a play.
And there's a foul. That's exactly what the Lakers do not want. Just 2 points here in the fourth quarter. He's an excellent free throw shooter. That makes it a 5-point game. Again, both teams multiple timeouts left. That one rolls around and drops in. And it's a 4-point game. Fisher brings it across. Rondo on him. Ray Allen's on Kobe Bryant. Bryant to drive. Artest. Odom. In and out. It's Laker ball.
Exactly what you want, though. We talked about Pierce getting into the seams, but great help defense by Powell and great hustle by Wallace, trying to save the basketball inbounds, sacrificing his body. But clearly out of bounds. Lakers get possession.
Gasol's second block of the game. Still plenty of time remaining. Pierce looking for an opening. Wallace puts up the three. It's good! Wallace from downtown, and it's a 3-point game.
Doc Rivers is so good at designing plays out of timeout. Great patience by Pierce, allowing the play to develop.
Rasheed Wallace has made some huge plays tonight. Coming up on a minute remaining. 20 points from Ron Artest. Under a minute remaining. Wallace back out to Rondo. Another three. Ray Allen from deep in the corner. Odom drives. Rondo trying to knock it away. 3 consecutive three-pointers here in the final 90 seconds.
And why aren't they matched up?
Either team with a foul to give. Some big shots down the stretch. How about Ron Artest with his second three-pointer?
And how about the trust? Bryant makes the play. Instead of trying to go for the home run, takes the double team and gets the ball to Artest, and he does the rest.
You got to be happy for Ron Artest.
Knocks it down. Artest had his highs and lows during the course of the regular season and even in the playoffs. But he's come up with some huge performances. Though it's cold. Rondo reaching in. And there's the foul. Or do they say it's just Laker ball?
They're saying Lakers ball.
Odom looking. He finds Vujacic. And Vujacic is fouled. Vujacic has only played 5 minutes. Huge free throws here. Having to step up, not playing much in a pressure situation. NBA Finals Game 7. Vujacic, the 25-year-old from Slovenia, with a chance to make it a 4-point game. Oh, clutch free throws from Sasha Vujacic.
Where the shooters are coming off.
He's 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Curry with Jefferson leaning on him. Curry drives, scoop layup, misses. Green on the follow. "32 points for Draymond Green. Ezeli now guarding James as Ezeli's back in. And Ezeli goes for the fake. James draws the foul. And it appeared he was beyond the arc. Monty McCutchen checking with his fellow official to make sure.
3 today.
Hits the first free throw. And it's back to 3. James looking. Duncan picks him up. 6 to shoot. James. It's good. 33 for LeBron James. Ginobili for three. That's good. Manu Ginobili, a high arcing shot. And San Antonio right back within three. On the steal is Danny Green. Ginobili back to Green. Puts up a three. Just off the mark, and James the rebound. That would have tied it. Wade slicing through the defense. And James will reset. 7 to shoot. Trying to get it out of his hands. Wade fakes. Back to James. Three-pointer. In and out. Leonard the rebound.
And you rarely see an NBA team double in the middle of the floor.
Parker resets. 3.5 remaining. Parker on the drive. The floater. Won't go. Duncan the rebound. Throws it back out and stolen by Chalmers. Here comes James. Drives. Kicks out Battier for three. Bang! Duncan down low. Puts it up. Banks it in. And a foul. Tim Duncan with a difficult shot. And San Antonio back within 4.
Even when they got hit with a dagger three, they don't take the timeout. And Duncan hits the tough bank shot.
Well, remember, San Antonio without their 22nd timeout, they called it earlier in the half. And as Bosch picks up his 5th foul, he can't believe it.
And I can't either. I thought that was minimal.
Knows it. A bad decision. These are the plays that he's got to eliminate, especially closing out games.
And that's his 4th turnover. The pace is completely slowed down.
We see the big pick and roll again, and they switch again. Good job by Draymond Green getting back.
5 to shoot. Ezeli again goes back up on him. James steps back for three. Puts it in! LeBron James from downtown. And the Cavaliers go up by 2. 26 for James. Thompson gets away from Smith. Drives left-handed off the glass.
And Steve Kerr going back to Harrison Barnes, I'm sure, for Ezeli. And Love coming back in as well.
And there's no knock to Ezeli. It's just bad game planning as far as putting him on the body of LeBron James. It's easy offense when you're allowing him to attack.
Once again, Ezeli. James this time goes at him, pulls back, 2-point shot. And Green grabs another rebound. His 12th. Curry downtown, off the mark. Jefferson able to snare it.
And Mike, we're used to seeing that's great offense, a great screen, him wide open. We're used to seeing that one going down.
Irving trying to get away from the double team, throws it back up to James. James to Smith, 7 to shoot. James backing up against Curry. 1 on the shot clock. Way off the mark. And a 24-second violation, ball knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be Golden State ball with 3:40 remaining. Harrison Barnes is going to come in for Ezeli. We've had 20 lead changes and 11 ties.
And the reason why that doesn't hurt you defensively, because Green is defending Tristan Thompson. So when the pick and roll comes, is Green switching with Iguodala. And it makes you better offensively also with Barnes on the floor.
Game 7 is tied with 3.5 to go here in the 4th. Green back to Thompson. Thompson spins, shoots over Irving. Can't get it to fall, and Kevin Love his 13th rebound.
Again, I think Cleveland would be better served to get into whatever they're getting into quicker.
Now we're going to see J.R. Smith probably set the screen, getting Curry in the action.
Curry now picks him up. 5 to shoot. James powers, drives down the lane. Layup, missed it. Iguodala contested. Draymond Green kicks it out. Iguodala for 3. Rebound James, and he's fouled by Curry. That's going to be 4 fouls on Curry. 3rd team foul. And we'll take a timeout as we get under the 3-minute mark. Meanwhile, Draymond Green 1 assist shy of a triple-double to join James. Irving will bring it up. James holding, throws it into Love, guarded by Barnes. Love a little jump hook, short, rebound Green. 14 rebounds for Draymond Green to go with 32 points. Curry finds Iguodala, drives, kicks it out, Barnes. Barnes out to Green, puts up a three. And Cavs get it back with 2:11 remaining.
That's great rotation by the Cleveland Cavaliers. James closes to the opposite corner. Love pulls the trigger onto Green. Terrific defense and very good offense by the Warriors.
And good offense on the Cavs' part in the last possession with Love taking a tough shot. But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running through me right now.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Wow.
His third block of the game as we come up on a minute and a half remaining.
But again, get into your stuff quicker.
4 to shoot. James inside, little jump hook, that's short. Rebound tipped and taken by Curry. Curry drives on Irving, pulls back for three. Doesn't even hit the rim as Irving comes the other way. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Takes one of his final 2 timeouts left with 1:09 remaining.
Offensively, that'll give him more space. But if it's not a timeout, defensively, that's a real challenge for the Cavaliers against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining.
And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! And the Cavaliers by 3.
And I like the no timeout call by Steve Kerr.
Love picks up Curry. Curry steps back, fakes a 3, drives again, shut off nicely. Down to Green, 7 to shoot. Curry fakes the 3, steps back, crossover, puts up a 3. Rebound James with 30 seconds remaining.
What a spectacular job by Love.
Irving on the drive, goes inside, lost it, gets it back and finds Love. There's a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And they had a foul to give, so Barnes fouls him there. Cavaliers have 1 timeout left. Can go in the backcourt in the last 2 minutes to get it.
But they've got to manage this clock. They don't want to go early.
Irving drives to James, misses the jam, but foul. James will shoot 2 free throws as he goes down hard. Warriors have 2 timeouts remaining. Stays a 3-point game.
And Mike, as a player, there's no pressure right now. You're up 3. Worst case scenario, you got to give them 1 free throw. That should be the mindset. I missed it. You got to step up and knock this free throw down if you're LeBron James.
Warriors will no doubt call timeout. Miss or make here from James. Rattles in the second. 4-point game. Timeout Golden State.
Take it out again.
Curry runs off. Iguodala looking. Thompson catches. Thompson a couple of dribbles. Head fake. Tied up. Throws it in to Green on a foul on the entry pass. That's the foul to give. And now they'll take it out of bounds with 6.5 remaining.
And you got to make sure you're in nobody's area to allow them to knock down a 3 and you get contact. I lost a playoff game on a phantom 4-point play to Jeff Van Gundy.
Iguodala to inbound. Shumpert trying to stay with Curry. Catches. 1 dribble, steps back, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Spades. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
Minimal contact for a foul call.
And Duncan, another clutch free throw. 24 for Duncan. How about Shane Battier? 6 of 7 from downtown. And Eric Spoelstra wants to talk it over. Ride of emotions to these NBA finals. The teams and their fans from sheer ecstasy to getting sick to your stomach. And we still have 3 minutes remaining. Battier, nice feed to Betley, and he puts it in. Gorgeous bounce pass from Battier.
A favorite after timeout play of Miami because you don't want to help off James on the curl.
Duncan, single coverage, spins against Bosch, forces up the shot. James, the rebound, is 11. The entire arena on its feet in the stands, even in the upper deck. 6 to shoot. James off the mark. Green the rebound. Ginobili floats it into Duncan. Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard for 3, puts it in. 2-point game with 2 to play. Kawhi Leonard, what a performance from the 21-year-old. 19 points and 16 rebounds. Wade, another one, looks absolutely exhausted out there. Chalmers with 6 on the 24. Chalmers drives and draws the foul, nearly puts it in.
But a horrible foul by Danny Green. Why are you going to reach in, make Chalmers make a tough shot?
Chalmers a good free throw shooter.
You got Duncan there to protect the rim.
Chalmers 9 for 11 in the finals. Misses that one. First NBA Finals for a second-year player, Kawhi Leonard. We are seeing a young player with the potential to be a star in this league.
Because they had nothing on that possession.
Bosch had it and lost it. Off 2 missed free throws, Bosch nearly grabbed the offensive rebound. Leonard, another 3, way off. And it goes out of bounds with 1:25 remaining. The NBA championship on the line.
And not going to LeBron James on this critical possession.
Wade pulls up. Off the mark. James skies in for the offensive board. Battier open for 3. Too strong. Ginobili trying to go for it. Comes up with the ball. Under a minute remaining. Green nearly lost it. Back to Ginobili. Inside Duncan. Across the lane. Duncan misses the tip. No good. And Bosch the rebound. Heat clinging to a 2-point lead.
And a point blank miss by Duncan, and then the follow.
Timeout, Miami. 14 to shoot for Miami.
And they're not going 2 for 1, it doesn't look like.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout, San Antonio.
Tony Parker out of the game.
Ginobili inside to Duncan. Back to Ginobili. Ginobili out of control, throws it away, and Duncan fouls James. Manu Ginobili left his feet. They're just not used to the quiet. 5-point game with 23.5. Remember, Game 6 was a 5-point game with just over 21 seconds remaining. A key is San Antonio has just 1 timeout left.
And they're not going to take it, I wouldn't think, right here. I think they would play off the make or the miss.
James 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Clutch foul shots for the Heat. Six-point game. Ginobili, a long three. Way off the mark. Rebound, Wade. Fouled by Green. They're ready to celebrate here in Miami. That makes it a three-possession game. And this for Miami, the largest lead of the night. Battier tips it out to Chalmers. Wade throws it up to James. The Spurs will not foul. Final seconds. What a finish. It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
Rasheed has come in here right now looking to score. And he's running a nice thing right now. He's 4 for 7.
Duncan. McDyess is on him. Hamilton came over to help. That freed Parker, and he's still short, but Horry is there underneath. Big board.
Mr. Intangible. Right, I'm telling you, he's alive, always on those rebounds or the short shot. They'll continue to give Parker that shot. You know, he's really struggled throughout this game on this perimeter shooting. He's now 3 for 11. One of the truly great owners that we have in the league. They have an outstanding organization. Joe Dumars is doing a terrific job in basketball management and filling all the holes with excellent talent.
With 3 on the shot clock, Duncan misses off the glass, and Rasheed Wallace leaves it for Chauncey Billups. In this quarter, Rasheed has done all of the scoring. Spurs have outscored the Pistons 10-6 in the period.
Now that was a terrific double team by Ginobili. As Prince left the area, he vacated the low box and went away. Ginobili came right back and double-teamed Billups so that he would not be able to take his man one-on-one. Now we have Bowen on Billups. Parker is guarding Hamilton.
Inside, McDyess, turnaround short, Horry off the glass.
That was a beautiful pass by Rasheed. And Tony McDyess had a great look.
Under 4 left.
Now you have your switch here now. So you have Prince on Timmy Duncan.
And you also have 2 on the shot clock. And from the corner, it's Duncan.
That's the first shot from the right side of the floor that Duncan hit. But I like it because Ginobili challenged and then he kicked back to Duncan. Beautiful.
And then driving to the hoop is Chauncey Billups, who's been limited to 1 field goal tonight, picks up his second 4-point game.
Now Detroit needed that and Chauncey Billups needed that.
3:10 remaining. Duncan puts it on the floor, lays it off to Ginobili. With 2 on the clock. Huge.
Duncan accepted that double team and knew exactly where he was going. A difference of 6 points.
And in total contrast to game 6.
Picked up those extra points.
Now you've got Rasheed Wallace. Listen, Ginobili is there. Wallace was right on, but short.
It is where San Antonio does an excellent job. They run the clock well once they get inside of 3 minutes. They just do not rush the situation.
2:20 left, and the reach-in foul here on Ben Wallace.
Well, Detroit That is their first foul.
First foul of the quarter.
First foul, right. But we're approaching the 2-minute mark here.
Pistons have only 8 points in the period.
That's right. Only 26 for the half, Al. And they're going to look at that and shake their heads because they have not been able to score. But then again, the San Antonio defense has actually stepped up big time.
Here's Duncan. Comes up short. Big rebound for Ben Wallace. Ticking down to 2 minutes. Chauncey Billups is going to drive, and he is going to get fouled, and then he stumbles at the end of the play and goes down hard. So Billups at the line. Billups is 6 out of 6.
Main thing right now, Detroit must really sharpen up their defense. They're bringing Lindsey Hunter in right now, and he's going to be on Ginobili.
Prince out. 2:02 to play. Billups with 11 points. Detroit's leading scorers are Hamilton and Ben Wallace with 12 each, and he misses the second. 6-point game.
Like we said before, San Antonio, just take your time, good ball movement, run the clock, make sure you get high percentage shots.
They use the clock. Duncan off the glass, missing. Ben Wallace again to clear it.
Now, Larry Brown, you know you're getting what you want. One shot attempt. You got the rebound, but you got to make it happen.
Big possession here for Detroit, and Hamilton goes through the lane, and they're going to call it on Detroit.
Offensive foul. There's still plenty of time here for Detroit, but they've got to get stops. Oh, there
what
it
a
is.
steal, and it's Ben Wallace
That's
again.
right.
Coming over to the sideline. He is everywhere. Another huge possession, and Billups with a pull-up to drop it in to make it a 4-point game.
There you go now. Now it's your defense. Just use clock management is the key. For San Antonio, it must be high percentage shots, strong drives to the basket. Detroit holding the one-shot attempt.
Duncan gets it inside. Rasheed Wallace is there. Rasheed Wallace backs it out of his hand, but got his arm as well and commits the foul, and that's going to be 5. Trying to increase a 4-point lead with 62 seconds to play.
There you go.
You never know what you're going to get from him from the line in the playoffs. He was 15 for 15 one night. Followed that up with 3 for 12. Tonight, 5 for 5 in the ultimate crunch time game. One of two. Ben Wallace gets the rebound, and Larry Brown calls an immediate timeout.
Both teams are in the penalty right now. You're shooting the penalty. Detroit only has a 20-second time left.
Chauncey Billups, and he has it blocked way outside by Bowen.
Now that was an incredible defensive play.
Bowen charging, making the block. Under 40 to play. Ginobili. And that's going to make it a 3-possession game. Into the corner. Wallace bangs it home. Rasheed Wallace, 75-71 with 22.7. And you have to foul whoever gets it on the inbound play, and it happens to be Ginobili.
Well, San Antonio is happy.
Manu Ginobili makes the first. And the Spurs 22.1 seconds away from turning the Riverwalk into Margaritaville. Not that it wouldn't be anyway, but you get the idea. 6-point lead. Larry Brown takes his final timeout. Rasheed Wallace in and out. Loose ball, out of bounds. The officials check with each other. Spurs will get it.
Yeah, Detroit's all upset. They honestly thought it was off of San Antonio. Now, from our angle, you could not tell. Detroit's got to go for the steal, and then they'll probably go for a quick foul. and then force the guy to make the foul
And
shot.
there's Ori, and they have to foul him, and Ben Wallace comes out to wrap him up and send him to the free throw line. So a series that started out with a rout in each game winds up with a classic Game 5, a great Game 6, and a hard-fought, tightly contested two-possession game at the moment. At the end, Ori has 13 points, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, 74% career free throw shooter.
Ori and Barry have really been outstanding off the bench. They made 3 threes between them, and now it's a total of 19 points, with Robert being the main man. But Ginobili has 21 points here, very quietly, Al, with the 5 rebounds and the 4 assists. He's done an excellent job, especially in the second half, to back up Duncan's production.
And Ori has 15 points, and then Hamilton will go in and get fouled, so they give him a chance for a three-point play of all things there. That was the 4th foul on Parker. Those were Hamilton's first points of the period. The ball is thrown all the way down court, and Ginobili will pass up what would have been a layup to run out some of the clock with 7 seconds.
Now that was a heady play by Ginobili.
Around a little bit, take a couple of more seconds off. He knows he's going to go to the free throw line. He's a good free throw shooter. And this would be the total dagger here, because it would make it a 3-possession game at 80-74. It is 81-74. And the San Antonio Spurs, with tough defense, and Tim Duncan answering a lot of questions and erasing any doubt.
He only knows one way to play, but what you have to do if you're John Stark is try to penetrate, make plays for other people, and only take the shot when it comes for you. Don't go out of your way to look for it.
Good play by Ewing, but recovered by Elijah Wan. Ori with the spin. Loose ball foul called on the Rockets. That is number 5 on Ori.
Rudy Tomjanovich waving there to Ori. Stay in there, stay in there. I'm going to stay with you right now. As Larry Smith, assistant coach, going up to Rudy to talk to him, to give him some kind of advice.
Derek Harper back on the floor. Now he and John Starks in the backcourt. Ori with the steal off the pass thrown by Harper. Here's Smith going right at Harper. And knocked out of bounds by Oakley, who felt the pressure from Ori.
Well, Robert Ori has been going hard to the glass there. May have been a little contact in the back of Oakley. The Knicks have been very fierce going to the glass. As that a bad pass there by Harper, as the pass should have been thrown to the outside hand of John Starks. Just a poor one on the inside.
4:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. Rockets with the ball. They lead by 7. Elijah Wan now played by Oakley. Elijah Wan. Rebound fought. And they'll reset. Only the 3rd offensive rebound by the Rockets. Elijah Wan will account. Foul before the shot attempt. The beautiful head fake by Elijah Wan made his way around Oakley and took the kick.
Well, we've seen Akeem make this spin move on the other side of the floor. That is just a lightning quick catch and go move that Oakley cannot just catch up with, as Rudy Tomjanovich would have rather had the made field goal than the foul and the ball out of bounds, obviously.
Non-shooting foul. Knicks with their 4th team foul. Rockets have 3. Elijah Wan. And it's rebounded by Mason. Oakley went down, but apparently he's all right. Hobbling his way back up court. 3:35 to go in the 4th. Starks that time hesitated. He had the shot. Ewing comes up short. Rebound Starks. John Starks able to convert the offensive rebound, and it brings the Knicks within 5.
Well, when you get that open, Bart, you can't hesitate. I don't care how many you miss. If you're a shooter, shoot the ball. There's no question John Starks is thinking, but he got a tremendous break there of getting the ball back and laying it in.
We're approaching 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 7th and final game of the NBA Finals. Smith had to force it, the shot clock running down. Ewing for Starks. Starks off the dribble. Rebound Oakley, and he's fouled. Charles Oakley on the line for the first time. And he has been a solid free throw shooter. 78% during the season for Oakley at the line. Charles hanging in there despite the assorted injuries. 9 points, 12 rebounds, 4-point Houston lead. The Rockets 78, the Knicks 75. Some pressure by the Knicks. Horry back to help, and Smith moves it across. Smith and Maxwell in the backcourt. Olajuwon, Horry, 4 up front. Past couple of years, Kenny Smith has rarely been on the floor in final minutes of the game. It's usually been Scott Brooks or Sam Cassell. Olajuwon with 25. And the Rockets have an 80-75 lead. Now to 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ewing with the pick. It's a pick and roll. Olajuwon had to let him go. Thorpe with the rebound. Olajuwon stepped away.
And the Knicks like to go to that little fake screen and roll where just Ewing dives to the basket. He was a little bit tentative with the shot.
We're under 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Olajuwon changed his mind. Maxwell for 3. Vernon Maxwell from downtown. And the Rockets now lead 83-75. Has turned it around here tonight. The Knicks have hit only 1 for the last 7. 2 timeouts remaining for the Knicks. 2 and a 20 for the Rockets. 8-point Houston lead. A minute 40 to go. And a foul is called. Ewing was trying to set up down low. And Maxwell called for his second.
Same kind of defense that the Rockets went to in Game 6, very late switching. So Olajuwon was outside on John Starks, and with Maxwell inside on Patrick Ewing. Patrick telling John Starks, throw that ball up higher where I can see it coming so I can catch and make my quick move.
Ewing is 2 of 4 at the line, and from time to time he has had problems in closing minutes of games. Rockets are now over the foul limit. Ewing hitting 1 of 2. The Rockets 83, the Knicks 76. Minute 35 remaining, fourth quarter. Rockets would like to take some time here. The next Knick foul would put them over the limit. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 3. Olajuwon with the fadeaway. Rebound Mason. A minute 10 remaining. The Knicks trailing by 7. Here's Harper. And Hugh Evans telling Rudy Tomjanovich, it's my call and the call against the Rockets. Hugh hesitated for a moment as he looked at the Houston bench. And Harper will go to the line. The foul on Smith.
Well, Derek Harper in all kinds of trouble here on his penetration, has nowhere to go. And they're actually, I think they're calling that on Kenny Smith from behind as Harper ran into Robert Horry. They're saying Smith pushed him from behind.
Harper only a 69% free throw shooter during the season. He's 4 of 5 tonight. It has been a superb NBA Finals series for Derek Harper. He has been the most valuable Knick. 20 points for the game. Rockets by 5. We come up on 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. And a tripping foul called on Starks. That is his 5th foul. So the Knicks are now over the limit with 52 seconds.
From the free throw line.
And Vernon Maxwell is 2 of 3 at the line tonight. During the season, a 75% shooter.
But just 57% in this series.
The Rockets, 84. The Knicks, 78. 45 seconds remaining in the fourth. Starks for 3. Rebound Orange. Tied up, and a jump ball is called. Rudy Tomjanovich had to be restrained as he reacted to that call. Oakley and Horry on the tip. Controlled by the Knicks. Starks again for 3. And a foul against the Knicks. John Starks is now 2 for 17.
By Olajuwon here, he had to give a little double kick in the air to get it up, as obviously his shot just not there. Even the ones where he had good looks and got up in the air nicely, wouldn't fall for him. One of those just sick, sad nights for John Starks.
Otis Thorpe only a 66% free throw shooter. 31 seconds remaining. And Thorpe misses both. Timeout taken by the Knicks. The Knicks have 1 timeout left. Rockets have 2, and it's 20. Olajuwon moving out on Harper. Here's Hubert Davis, who just checked in. 3-point attempt. And back comes Kenny Smith. The Houston Rockets, 15 seconds away from an NBA championship.
And a guy who has been your big fourth quarter guy, you don't want to quit on him in any situation. So in Pat Riley's case, he's trying to show Johnny has the confidence, but it has just been an awful, awful night.
Also, Matty has no other choices because obviously he's lost confidence in Hubert Davis. For Pat Riley. 15 seconds remaining. Rockets lead 86-78. The Houston Rockets on their way to their first ever NBA title. That's a 3-pointer. 11 seconds to go. And the Rockets
not only scoring, but moving the basketball, getting the ball open. And probably the biggest shot of this game was the 3-pointer that Maxwell made.
John Starks finally able. Let's see, Starks now 2 of 18 from the field overall. Maxwell with 19 points. Time is running out. And again, the Knicks able to hit down the stretch. Harper with 23. It's a 4-point lead.
Start to slip away, but if you go down and make your free throws, as Maxwell is doing right now, this one is over.
So Vernon Maxwell 6 of 7 from the line. Making 7 of 8, 21 points. Rockets again by 6. Time running out on the New York Knicks. The Houston Rockets are the 1993-94 NBA champions.